Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Division Z podcast. My name is Jason.
And I am Cosmic.
My guy, what is there to talk about? No, I'm just kidding. There is one thing to talk about actually this week, and that is the lack of support from the community Modern Warfare 2 is now receiving. Modern Warfare 2 is pretty much a dead duck in the water. I would say a sitting duck, but now it's a dead duck in the water. Warzone 2 numbers are declining drastically. People aren't enjoying the game as much. Season 1 has overstayed its welcome. People are frustrated with the game. Building 21 keeps getting re-added and unadded and all this weird shit. So people are just kind of fed up with it right now, and Call of Duty's player numbers are going down as the days go on. So that's the first thing we're going to talk about today. My dude, what do you think about all this crap?
So, okay, right? Modern Warfare 2, when it came out, it was fine, right? Like, the multiplayer is fun, blah, 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 then all the new stuff kind of coming out, blah, 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 right? And then, like you say, it's just kind of, like, stopped. The communication stopped. There was more hype in the 115 tweet yesterday from Treyarch than there was in, like, the past, like, two weeks of anything that Infinity Ward's managed to do, right?
That's true.
And I think the thing they'll blame it on is the first thing, communication is like the biggest issue. Then second of all, I think it's just like the lack of like content for multiplayer. Like for Warzone players, you got your standard Warzone and DMZ and whatever, right? But for like actual updates, I feel like there's not really much of substance, and people are just like bored of like Battle Royale. And DMZ is fine for what it is and stuff,
right?
Just like how Modern Warfare 2 is fine for what it is.
Sure.
But I think it's just, again, people said from the start, this game feels like it was made by analytics and like, what can make people play with the most. Literally. And I think it's run out like that. Like, okay, I need to play. I think people are just like, you know what? I'm not going to play. Yeah. I know myself, I really wanted to enjoy this. I still do like it for what it is. The campaign's good. The multiplayer is like better than 2019 to a certain extent. I can't really comment too much on Warzone because like I enjoyed Warzone 1, but I didn't like what I mean? Like I wasn't
super into Warzone.
I wasn't super into it, so like I can't really comment, but from the grand scheme of things, it looks like people are so done with Warzone 2 already, and it's only been out for like at most 2 months, is it? Even 2 months?
I mean,
and a bit?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, dude, it's kind of crazy to think about because you got this weird kind of dichotomy with it all too. You have the one side of the community where the numbers are going down, everything's dropping, people aren't as interested and all that, right?
Yeah.
But then irregardless of that, you have the other half of the community that will literally not give a shit about any of that, and they just want to sit back and play and have fun, which is ironic because the game and how it's designed is not to make you have fun, but it's to make you, grind it out, skill-based matchmaking, all that crap.
Yeah.
Or they're just like literal children that like don't know any better.
Yeah,
so,
it's like that's like their first game they've played.
Yeah.
So, and you can't blame them for that. It's like with anything, right?
Right.
This is like one of the reasons why I've been going back to like older games and card games in general. Obviously, I have my other channel that I've been kind of focusing on a bit more.
Right.
But, I mean, even over the past few days, right? And like, I know I said like last week I was burnt out on zombies, but I had a little craving, right, to play zombies, and I had a lot of fun, so I did it again, and I made a few videos and stuff, and I'm enjoying the game again, right?
There you go.
Doing just dumb little challenges here and there, but Black Ops, and I've been back to Black Ops 2, but I'm not using that as like a video because I just do really shit because I'm so used to Black Ops 3. Going back to there, like. Just playing the game for the sake of playing the game, and like not like worrying about like this or that or whatever, because that's where I'm kind of going with content for zombies now. I'm just gonna post for the sake of posting fun stuff. I realize that like shit, this is like 110 times better than anything that like Warzone can put out, because it was made in a time period where it wasn't so heavily based on numbers and stuff. Don't get me wrong, it was based on numbers, but at the same time, the devs made these maps and these games because they wanted to make these maps and these games.
Exactly, right.
So I can feel like when I play like Shadows of Evil or like Rise and Draka or whatever, and then I go and play like Warzone, even though they're two completely different games, I feel so much more passion in like that
Horizon
than I
Drac and all
do,
that,
the
of
Rise and
course.
Dragon stuff than I do in like Al Mazrah or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Not saying Al Mazrah is bad because I think it's fine, right? But I just feel, I don't know if it's nostalgia, I don't know whatever, right? But like when I play that, it makes me feel a lot more emotion than that does. And you'd think for a battle royale, it'd have me more engaged than a zombie map from like 6 years ago. But
Man, I
the
don't
truth is,
know.
it doesn't.
It
It doesn't.
doesn't.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's why like I'm kind of like going more back to zombies and stuff as well, because like older style zombies. I mean,
Sure.
even like Cold War and stuff. Like I haven't touched it in a while, but I will be playing that again on the channel at
Yeah.
some point. Just for like fun and stuff. But with Modern Warfare, I mean, I could see myself not playing it again. Like unless something like really fun comes out, I could just see
Hmm.
myself not playing it. Kind of like just like Vanguard. I'm quite in a bad cycle myself of buying the new game because it looks good, play it for a week, then I never touch it again. Which next year I can't do because like there's not even a COD game coming out, or like not like a
I mean,
COD game.
I mean,
There's a
it's not going
premium,
to be. Oh yeah, the premium
the
Modern
premium,
Warfare
yeah,
2,
yeah,
right?
right.
Which
And
that's I
obviously,
don't even
obviously
know.
with the next game, it's Black Ops 7 or whatever, so I have to buy that.
Black Ops 7.
Black Ops 7, so I have to buy
That's what
that.
it'll be called.
Black Ops 7, exactly. Yes.
And everyone
But
talking
like,
about
I just
Black Ops Gulf War or anything
go
like that.
for it.
Nope,
Oh
nope. Black
yeah.
Ops
No,
7.
Black Ops 7. Black Ops. It's like the iPhone 9. They just skip it. They didn't. It's like Windows 9. They skip it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
They
no, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
So yeah, that's why like I've been going back to older games. I enjoy Black Ops 3 Zombies, Black Ops 4 Zombies. Today I did for the first time by myself, well almost, the Voyage of Despair Easter egg, and
Let's go.
I had more fun doing that than I have done anything in Modern Warfare 2.
And you know, I gotta say that's honestly a just perfect representation of where we are right now with Call of Duty. Some of the like bottom tier, or what a lot of people consider to be like some of the bottom tier maps, are better than anything that Modern Warfare 2 is putting out. And I think that says something, because
Yeah,
Modern Warfare 2, they're just devoid of like a reason to keep going. You know, like the camo grinds are cool, right? All right, you know, I go for camos. I like getting camos and whatever. I have Dark Ether and Black Ops Cold War, right? But past that, there's just really no other reason to play. Whereas, you know, Black Ops Cold War, you know, I kept coming back to that game to, you know, do Easter egg runs, to do challenges, play Outbreak, play Onslaught on all the multiplayer maps, you know, things like that. I kept coming back for something, and Treyarch kept updating the game at a consistent rate, and they changed things. They made it different. They made sure every season didn't feel like the last one, you know, shit like that. So that's what I think is lacking. And when you compare the modern Call of Duty games, we've said this over and over and over again. Black Ops Cold War is the best out of the modern Call of Duty games because of the kinds of content that they added to the game through the seasons. Modern Warfare 2, the way it's going right now, man, it could be worse than Vanguard. Like, I hate to say that. It genuinely could be if they don't step it up and like do something, because live service games, the concept of that isn't like a horrible idea, but because these
problem is
dumb corporations, and they're so driven by money and analytics and not like the personal experience, and they don't understand that personal experience will draw in more revenue because people have fun with what the fuck they're playing.
Yeah.
Because they're so driven by that, they don't give a shit about anything. And so that's why season 1 was literally just shipment and shoot house. Like, really?
Yeah,
that's it?
The thing is, right, with that is obviously, you know, you can just go back to Modern Warfare 2019 and play that, right? And there's a lot of people now saying that Modern Warfare 2019 feels a lot smoother than Modern Warfare 2. Now, I don't mind the way Modern Warfare 2 feels. I quite like the way it feels. I like how it's like faster paced, yet there's not like as much like jumping about, even though they still are, right?
I mean, you're always gonna have those tryhards that
obviously
do that for no reason,
right? But like, I get what you mean, where it's like they make the game and it's for like the money and the analytical, like, okay, like, how long can we keep someone to play this game? I think the thing with live service games as well is that it's a shame because in a year's time, Modern Warfare 2 will probably be a pretty good game. Just like how
Maybe.
Vanguard is like an okay game now compared to what it was. Like how Halo Infinite was a very mediocre game at launch, or a good game but lacked content compared to now, right? Look at any live service game from when it started till now. It takes like a year and a bit even to get to the point where it's like, okay, this product it's fine now, it's good. Like if, again, like, even Vanguard for example, right? Vanguard for zombies at launch compared to the end, a lot better. Like at least like 6 times better, just because it had like actual zombie maps in it. Which isn't like a great comparison or whatever. But even the multiplayer in Vanguard, despite it having lots of issues and stuff, comparing it to launch compared to now, it's all right, and there's people still playing it, and I can't really blame them. So I think what we need to all start doing is when the new COD games come out, we just don't play them and we wait a year, and then we play them.
Yeah.
Because then they'll be good.
Fucking treat it as if, you know, all the trailers coming out in 1 year is just the trailer for the game in about a year's time. They're they're preemptively kind of setting the stage, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. They're built the build up.
Oh boy, I can't wait to buy that in a year.
Exactly, right?
But man, for real though, I mean, I think there's something to be said too on a psychological level when it comes to live service games and how just the fan bases are treated, because you have one, like I said earlier, I'm happy that I'm seeing more and more people kind of put down Modern Warfare 2, put the controller down, don't play the game, and everyone's getting kind of sick of it, right? Like I'm glad I'm seeing that from a lot of people, and they're kind of fed up with it all. And that's what we need. We need more people to be more fed up with this shit. But I know the bleak reality of it is there aren't going to be enough people that are going to be fed up with it, because why would you do something about it if you can just keep sitting on your ass consuming content and playing all day? Because doing something is actually hard, and that requires effort, and a lot of these people want to just keep being complacent. But that's a whole other tangent that I could go on. But back to my point about the psychological aspect of this all is, with live service games, I find it very interesting how, you know, like, okay, let's say back in the day, with the time of the arcade machines and all that, right? You come to the arcade, you put your fucking quarters on the machine, you reserve your spot to play, and you know, you got that like pay to play thing, but that it makes that playing experience all the more important for you to like want to go play that game, right?
Yeah.
And so there's actually a need to go to play the game, to get good at a video game, to like actually master what you're playing, to beat your friends, and there's like this kind of culture surrounding it, right? Now, granted, you could also make the ethical and the argue ethics, and is it ethical for a bunch of children coming and wasting a bunch of quarters and dollars and all that on the arcade machine, you know, pay to play kind of a thing, you know, whatever, right? You could debate that, but the point I'm trying to make is, even some games back then had more of an incentive for you to play them because there was like a reason for you to. Nowadays, it's like, because you have pretty much instant media entertainment access nowadays, it's so easy, the ease of access, you kind of take it for granted. And so psychologically, people will just easily consume it and easily just eat it all up. So to me, when I see just all these live service games continue to go down the rabbit hole of, you know, battle passes and seasonal updates that are just drip fed slow content,
then it has the argument of like, was it better back when we didn't have battle passes and stuff? And
well, that's the thing, because
it's like, when you look at it, you know, it's free to play, right? Like for like free DLC for everyone, right? Which is great, but there's a noticeable like knock on the quality of the content that you're getting,
right?
Even looking at Modern Warfare for a perfect example, right? The maps that we gotten for, even in terms of free content, it's not really like even though it's free content, it's not like it's new
substantial
content.
Like that was kind of the point that I was trying to get to, was that, you know, you pay to play, but what you pay to play has quality to it. And like games back even 10 years ago, you know, I know you had the seedlings of all this like loot box and all this shit, right? Like 10 or 15 years ago, right? But even games back then, you paid for a product. You know, you paid for something and you expected it to be good because you set standards for that thing you buy. You're spending your hard-earned money, or mom and dad's hard-earned money if you're a kid,
Yes.
you know, buying a product that you expect to be clean through and through. Now, obviously, all games aren't going to be like 100% perfect, right? But for the most part, it's going to be substantial. It's going to be something fun. You have that packaged deal that people appreciate. Like, this is Star Wars Battlefront 2, the OG one, 2005. This is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Shitload of content, really well made. This is the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Skyrim by itself, the base game, not even talking about the expansions like the Dragonborn DLC and all that. Like, by itself has so much shit for you to do. It's such a great game. Oh, the older Call of Duty games. Black Ops 3. I know Black Ops 3 had their seasonal cycles, but even the seasonal cycles of like the operations or the the DLC packs or whatever, right? Even those were like more substantial because guess what? You paid money for those DLC packs. You expected some kind of quality to it. I think that's the point I'm trying to make here. You expect that kind of quality because you're spending money to get something that is going to be a different experience. Nowadays, with this drip-fed live service crap, it's oh, you are at the mercy of what they put out. You are no longer, they no longer want you to have standards. They no longer want you to, expect something good. They just want you to play and consume. And that's where the modern consumer is really taking a turn for the worse. Where people even, 15, 20 years ago expected some kind of quality when they spent money on something. Same thing goes for movies too. They expect some kind of quality put into something. But nowadays, because of live service, subscription-based things, you are at the mercy of what they put out, which is why I mentioned in my video from a few months ago that I will not be surprised that in the future, Call of Duty itself, not even talking about the Xbox Game Pass, turns into its own subscription-based service to play Call of Duty, because it will give them an excuse not to actually update the game more and more, and you cannot hold the standards because you're at the mercy of their service. So that's how I kind of see it. And I know a lot of people will refute that point by saying, well, Jason, aren't they going to, anger people and anger their fan base? They're going to lose subscriptions and things like that. No, not necessarily. I mean, look at Netflix. And Netflix has millions upon millions of subscribers. They're constantly removing shows and adding shows that people like and don't like, but they're still doing fucking great.
I'm gonna go off a little tangent here, right? Every show I really like from Netflix has been cancelled or like discontinued or whatever, right? So there's Inside Job, which is like a show about
I didn't see that
stuff. No, right? But it was a good show, right? I enjoyed it. The episodes were fun and stuff. It was something I could just sit down and enjoy, right? They cancel it, okay? There's Close Enough, which was made by the creators of regular show, which I enjoyed, right? I think that was by something else, another company, but again, it was cancelled, right? All these like popular shows, Final Space cancelled, right? Another animated show that I really enjoyed. And Ashley really enjoyed as well, right? How can all these shows get cancelled, but Big Mouth is still getting new seasons? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's...
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, like, it's weird. I know a lot of people, when a Netflix announced, what was it, like last week or whatever, that they canceled Inside Job, I did see a lot of people go, what the fuck? Why is this happening? Even though I've never seen the show, right? But that just proves my point that they can just keep fucking canceling shows that people like and whatever the hell they feel like canceling. Like the other day, I went to go rewatch a show and it's not there anymore. And I was like, oh, fuck me, I guess.
Some of these shows are actually getting canceled. It's not like there's alternatives to get them. It's like once they're off the internet, that's it.
Now I know that there's... What? Oh, no, I was just going to say, now I know that there's like licensing, right? Like certain shows that you buy the rights to for a certain amount of time and they, you license them out for your platform. I get that. But even if, like the Netflix original shows too, or like the shows that people really like, wouldn't you want to renew that license? Wouldn't you want to like do that and, actually offer that up? I feel like Netflix could be able to do that still. I mean, they're a widely successful company, and I don't know. It just, to me, it just seems like if they really wanted to, they could, but I don't think they're necessarily worried about spending money, more so making the money, which is again the point that I made, that all these mega corporations that have this whole subscription-based service don't like actually give a shit about what they add and don't
And I
add.
think, yeah, I think a lot of them as well, though, just like especially Netflix, they put like a lot of these garbage shows just to like
Right, like Big Mouth.
see what they do. Like Big Mouth, right? And you also have something like the Blockbuster, right? You know, like
Right,
the show Blockbuster on Netflix,
right,
right? They made that, it got cancelled.
right.
Got cancelled, right? I know there's all these like bad things that are out, but I think there's room to, look at some of the good stuff as well, right? The Last of Us show, I think, premiered last night, was it? I hear
It
it's
did.
very good.
I didn't see it. You know what's
Didn't see
funny?
it.
I only played like half of the first Last of Us game, so like
And that
I
was you.
have fucking no
Well,
idea
the
about
show's
any
probably
of
for
the
you
plot.
then.
Oh
The
yeah,
show's
of
probably for
course.
you then.
Of
I mean,
course.
oh no, I mean, like, since it's like a retelling in a way,
Right.
and I think like the second Last of Us obviously didn't get received too well, so I think they might tell the story a bit differently.
Look, the way I see it, since I'm still completely a noob when it comes to the Last of Us story, it'll be a completely perfect show for me, especially if they just don't go off the source material whatsoever and they completely negate
Yeah,
everything that came before
100%.
it. Just like the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, right? That's
Yeah,
just for me, someone who
or
just
the
doesn't
Halo
know
show,
anything about Star Wars. God damn it.
because
Dude,
they're like, oh yeah, we read a book.
but again, this literally proves my point. They don't fucking care about what they put out anymore. As long as just this content like slop that people will, oh look, it's nostalgia. I love Halo and I love Star Wars, and right? They'll just watch fucking anything and be razzle dazzled by smoke and mirrors, and then like the substance deeper into it, it leaves you empty. And that's why people consume more. People filled the void that they have of meaning that they are so devoid of with like consumerism to give them some
Mhm.
kind of meaning. Like it's crazy. It's crazy, man. That's all I gotta say.
Well, at least in the animation world, at least there's one piece of media that has outshined everything else.
And
And
what is
ladies and
that?
gentlemen, that is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And honestly, like in terms of
Okay.
sales, it's doing really well. But the actual like plot of the movie, it's
What's
very fucking deep. So like okay, I'll give a quick summary, right? So
okay?
there's Puss in Boots, right, from the Shrek franchise, right?
Yeah.
And you know how cats have 9 lives, right?
Right.
So he doesn't care about them. So he does whatever. It shows like a montage of him dying the 9 times. He had 1 life left, right? And they
Okay.
introduce this new character who's like a wolf and stuff. But he represents death, right?
Hmm.
So he comes for like Puss in Boots, right? And
Okay.
like, have you ever seen the Shrek movies, right?
I have seen
Have
Shrek
you,
movies.
I mean, you have seen Shrek,
Yeah.
obviously, right? Well, Puss in Boots in that is quite like a comedic character and stuff, right?
Right.
And all that. The animation, the fight scenes, everything is it's so good. Like honestly, take a minute and go watch it, right? And even the dialogue is so like thingy. Like so for a movie in the Shrek franchise, which you expect to be good anyway, it's
Mhm.
so well done, right? And like it's probably one of the scariest animated like villains. Because you know how you got like your kind of like scary villains in like like your Disney and your DreamWorks and all that stuff,
Okay.
right? Right? He genuinely like because he is death, like he says himself, like he is death, right?
Okay.
And I think I don't know, just overall the movie it's like
So what I can gather here is that it's a movie about impermanence and don't take life for
yeah
granted, and
yeah pretty much right.
death is
And
always knocking on your door, so make the most of your life.
yeah, and they show blood in it, which you don't really see in like
Huh.
animated movies, like kid movies.
I suppose so.
So yeah, it shows like Puss in Boots, like obviously he has no fear and stuff, but as soon as death actually comes for him and he starts like kicking his ass and stuff, he feels fear, so he runs. The movie's kind
Mm.
of like about him just like running away from death, right? And death is like kind of after him the whole movie.
Impermanence and fearing death.
Yeah, and it's only when towards the end where like he doesn't fear death anymore. He's like, okay, I know I can't beat you, but
Acceptance.
I won't stop fighting. That's when death goes away. He's like, oh fuck.
The acceptance of
Yeah,
the natural
like
order.
the meaning of the movie itself is like incredible, right? Like Puss in Boots has more love and passion than anything Modern Warfare 2 could put out.
I mean,
100%.
hey, I'm genuinely pleased to hear that, actually, because
And they
a lot of movies and a lot of shows nowadays don't want to delve into things like that. And yeah,
and they
that's
show
pleasantly
Shrek for like
surprising.
5 seconds, so that's also
Oh,
cool.
okay. That just makes
So
the movie, right?
that makes it peak.
Right, of course. Yeah,
peak
no, sure.
peak cinema beats Avatar Way of the Water. Speaking of which, I've not seen that because
I mean, I honestly don't have a desire to see it, to be honest.
no,
Like,
I think I keep like hearing about it doing so well, but I don't hear people talk about it.
yeah, right? Like, I don't know,
Like,
man. Maybe I'm just getting jaded, but like a lot of Hollywood shit that I see nowadays, I'm just like, ah, like it's got to be something like meaningful to me now. Like it's got to be something that I know I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to like gather something from this. I'm going to like challenge my thoughts with this. I'm going to be entertained. I'm going to, so like it's got to be something substantial to me, not just to fucking watch or play for the sake of it nowadays, man. I'm just like I don't know. My mentality has shifted a lot over the last few
mm,
years. So it's just
yeah, with media and stuff. I know
the
100%.
media,
Like, there's movies that like I would go and see beforehand, and now I wouldn't.
right?
Like, there's things I would go and watch, and then there's just things I'm not going to go and watch because I don't care. Like Avatar, right? I'm sure the movie's fine. I just don't care, right? And
Yeah.
funnily enough, and I found this a bit funny. You might as well. I don't know. The third
Mhm.
one's called Avatar Seed Bearer. Seed bearer, as in like
Right,
seed
right,
bearer.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Yeah,
No, yeah, no,
right.
I get what you mean.
Like,
That's what it's called.
yeah, seed bearer, right? Like
Okay.
who the fuck made that name up for it, right? Like it just a bit of a
Okay.
weird name.
Yeah.
But like no, I yeah, like that. I don't care for like that movie. At least I've seen it again. You see it do so well. You hear all the cool things about it, but then you hear like
But they just kind of
nothing
go,
from. Yeah. Oh well.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. To
So
me, but here's another thing too, man, that I think because Hollywood also in a way they're kind of warming up to it now more and more as the days go on. But like they still kind of don't get anime in a way. Now I know that sounds kind of weird because anime is so mainstream now, but there's a lot of stuff in anime that normal Hollywood shows and movies won't tackle or talk about. There's shows out there, and I think maybe because the medium of anime and the animation style and all that, you can like do more with it probably.
yeah.
But there's a lot of anime out there that's just better than 90% of what's out nowadays. And you're talking about shows that are like fucking decades old too, that
Yeah,
are
there's a lot more.
anime like,
I mean, even look at like Spirited Away.
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like peak movie made in like 2003, and
right.
it has a lot more meaning to it than anything
2003,
really. Like
2004, 2005, yeah, somewhere around there.
yeah, so I think
Um,
2003 possibly 2003. I don't know.
Chat, we're looking it up.
Looking it up, I think I could be wrong.
Oh, a little older. We were both wrong. 2001.
Oh well, there you go, right? So movie super old, and it still has a lot more impact and meaning than a lot of like new stuff.
True.
You know what show has the most impact and meaning of all time, though? That's only come out a few days ago.
And
The
what?
Velma Show.
Okay.
The Velma Show.
Okay.
Right? Well, it pushes the boundary of the animation industry and the humor, the plots, it's all just a fantastic show. And I'm assuming you've seen all the awful trailers for it and all the
Yeah,
awful
no, I've
reviews.
seen the trailer. You know what my first thought was? My first thought was this was originally supposed to be like not Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
Right? Like that was my original thought. Like someone had an idea to make a murder mystery kind of adult oriented humor cartoon, right?
and they're
And
like,
then someone in the
yo, where's your
writer's room went,
Scooby-Doo?
yeah, someone in the writer's room, or like someone is like, "Hey, can we like make that Scooby-Doo but like edgier and like, change things and try to appeal to like a
Yeah,
very specific audience with this?" And then they're
there's
like, "Wow,
some
genius."
there's some things in that trailer that like honestly cringe me to my soul.
Oh, I know. Like
Um,
it's just
you
it's
know,
one of those
it's
shows you just watch the trailer. You even look at like a fucking screenshot of it and you go,
and
that's
you
like
just know.
that's trying too hard. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you see a lot of shows and movies and whatever, they're trying too hard to be something, right?
Oh yeah, no,
So
like
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
trying too hard to be like edgy Scooby Doo, or like this is trying to be like, oh wow, guys, look at us, we're so
The,
crazy pushing
the,
boundaries and we're
the
making
thing
things, we're
is, right?
changing things. Whoa, you
You
know?
don't have to have like edgy comedy in it to make it funny. Scooby and Mystery Incorporated is like one of the it's like the probably
It's
the
like
best rendition of Scooby Doo, right?
one of the most
In terms of
iconic
comedy.
cartoons of all
The,
time.
the jokes hit really well, right? Like the characters are well written, and then you have like this news, this Thelma show where it's like, you know what 420 means, right? And it's
Yeah,
like
right. Like it's just like
it hurts my soul. And the jokes, they didn't do themselves any favor. The jokes they showed in the trailer as well,
no,
like
because
like Shaggy's in the car and it's like he's like has something to do with drugs, which I hate, and that's it.
yeah,
That's it. That's the joke,
and
implying that he like likes drugs.
and that's the thing, man. It's one of those things where trailers tend to try to showcase the best of what they have. And
Mm.
so if that's the best that they have, it's
Vanguard
you
zombies.
just kind of go you just kind of go like that's the best I have.
Describe the Velma trailer in zombie terms. Vanguard zombies.
Right. So, well, here's the thing though. Actually, no. That's being disrespectful to Vanguard Zombies, because at least
No, that's
Vanguard
true.
Zombies looked fun
Mm.
on like the trailers, right? Okay,
Yeah, I mean
Vanguard
Velma
Zombies
from
trailers were like partially misleading though. Partially.
why? Because
It-
they had all the cool action scenes in it
right.
and all
Right.
that,
So
and
like they're
then
showing the best of the action scenes, right? They're kind of like showing you this is what you whoa, crazy dark ether whatever. And then like in execution, like actually playing the game. I think that's the distinction there. Playing the game and watching a trailer is like two completely different
you know,
experiences. Whereas like the
just off
trailer, you are literally watching excerpts from that show.
off topic, right? Saying Dark Ether. You know, what I
Mm,
think one of the and this is just a very like off topic to zombies.
mm,
Um, you know, one of the biggest missed opportunities in Black Ops Cold War is, I think, is more dabbling with the Dark Ether. Like, you
for
know, going
sure,
into the Dark Ether, right?
for
And seeing
sure.
the machine stuff. I really wish they would bring that. They brought that into the later maps. Obviously, they didn't and stuff. You just mentioned Dark Ether, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah, no, man, I agree. I remember we were talking about when Firebase Z was getting teased that we're like, whoa, I wonder what the map's gonna look like in the Dark Ether, because we expected that because
Dark
the
Ether to be like
machine
a
made it so that
base
you could,
mechanic.
yeah, we kind of expected that, and then we're like, oh, you can't go in the Dark Ether. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Okay.
oh well.
I mean, it doesn't like make the map worse or anything. It's just it'd be kind of cool to see.
It was just yeah. And
Um,
it's not like I use the Dark Ether constantly in like
the machine, yeah, no,
the machine, but it's good for like Easter egg stuff. Can I add like an extra layer to like the Easter egg things and stuff, right?
right?
And I was saying how I was playing Voyage of Despair, right?
Mm.
I think the Easter egg isn't that bad, but the solar step is fucking awful.
Oh, the one where you align the planets?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that is the worst step.
that
Like
one's weird.
one of the worst steps. Like that, I had a fun time playing through it until that point, and then I was like, okay, this is just too much. All the steps
Yeah.
beforehand, even before you need to like write stuff down, all that, like it was fine. Um, I was doing that for a video where I complete the Voyage of the Spear Easter egg, but obviously I failed it, so I can't use it, and I spent like two and
Uh,
a half hours on it. I was
uh,
at that point where I was like, you know what, I'll just do it tomorrow
Then
because I
one of
know how
those
to
things
do
where
it.
you already spent 2 hours doing something, you're just like, damn, I gotta do like another 2 hours,
It's like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm all right.
And that's the thing, man. I think a lot of people they don't realize that when it comes to content creation. You know, how many fucking videos, and I'm sure you can attest to this, how many fucking videos that I've created that just have never been uploaded,
Uploaded, yeah,
right? The
yeah,
hours
like
of editing and then hours of recording for videos that like just have never gone up because of, oh, you ran out of time, or, something went wrong, or you don't like the idea anymore, or, whatever, right? The fucking dozens and dozens of videos
yeah,
that it's crazy. It's
my
crazy.
thing with videos is that like if something isn't good enough before the video editing stage, if it's like me playing something,
Right.
like I probably I wouldn't go to the point of editing it unless like I had a complete change
Yeah.
of heart. But No, like with like scripted videos and stuff. I mean, I had a video on my channel that I didn't really like, and I had it privated, and I was supposed to upload it anyway. But when I kind of like took a hiatus from zombies, I completely forgot it existed. So it's just sitting on my channel now, like privated. I'm not gonna release it. It'll just stay there. It'll be in the archives. Funnily enough, I had an
Yeah.
idea. This is more related to like doing zombies content stuff.
Hmm.
I think we need to revisit the Do Not Kill challenge
My
on
guy.
Transit, Die, Rise, and Buried. Because for context, guys, I was on the Zombie Records website to look for some challenges to do for videos and stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, me and Jason did some challenges. So I looked, and we're still on some of the leaderboards, like at the
We
bottom,
are.
right? And I went in the video to watch it, and my mic was a lot worse than now
The
anyway.
fucking no kill challenge, dude.
And I looked at it, I was like, you know what? Now that we have better Wi-Fi, I have better Wi-Fi at least. A
Mhm.
PC that isn't like awful. I think we could do this now, and
We
it would go a
could.
lot smoother.
We maybe
And
we
I
might be able to
honestly,
kick some ass.
I think we do it. I think we do it right now.
Just end the podcast.
Just
End
end
the
the
podcast
podcast
right
because
now.
like I
Bye.
think we do it right now. No,
Uh,
I honestly,
dude.
I think we need to do that at some point because I think it'd just be a fun video to make.
Hey, you
So
know
our
what's
skills are both grown. You know what I mean? As zombies players and stuff,
right?
I feel like. So I think
Hopefully.
so,
I mean,
yes.
I don't know, man. I haven't played Black Ops 2 in a few months, so we'll see. We'll see. Dude, you know what's funny about that too was back when I used to be on the ZWR staff, I actually
Oh yeah.
tried to because the no kill challenge pretty much released when I was on the staff. And so
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, what maps can we add to this? You know, what maps can we add to this rotation? And I did a bunch of testing for one map, and it almost worked. It almost worked. Can you guess what map it was?
Is it a Treyarch map?
It's a
First of
Treyarch
all.
map.
Okay.
It almost worked, but
Um
then upon like an extra 10 minutes of playing, I went, this is fucking impossible.
give me a second. I'm just going through all the maps in my head real quick.
Do do do
Is it
do 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 do.
I don't know, does the
No, I'll
does
just tell you.
is it Shadows Eagle?
No,
Okay.
no, but that was one I did consider. Revelations.
Oh, because of
The launch pads between islands actually kill the
hi.
zombies, and it doesn't count for a kill on the leaderboard. Okay, so I was able to get to round like 5 or 6 with no kills on Revelations, right? You
Cool.
know what the problem was? The
What?
fucking parasites,
Oh
because they
yeah.
fly. So
So you're pretty much fucked on that
I
point.
shit you not, dude. I was launching myself back and forth between fucking islands for like 30 minutes, trying to figure out if there's any position I could get the fucking parasites in to launch them on the thing to kill them. And it was just impossible. So
The thing
Revelations
is
almost worked, and I almost told the guys on the staff, hey guys, maybe we can add Revelations, but I never did because
what would happen with Panzers
I
and
never got that
Marquez?
far. I never got that far to try
Do
out.
they I think don't they just stick about anyway? I don't think they I think it moves on to the next round with Panzers and
Maybe.
Marquez. I think it
Well,
does. So
yeah. See, maybe they'll just have to leave them
it
alive.
maybe would have worked.
You just leave them alive if the
Nah.
fucking launch pads don't kill them.
I
Because the Marg was
nah.
teleport, so maybe it wouldn't have worked at all. But you know, it's still a thought that I
Because you
played
have
around with.
like 20 Marquez like spawning
Yeah,
on you at
right.
the other teleporter. Oh
Or oh,
man.
you know what? I just
Um
realized. I wonder if the turret, you know, the turret trap on Revelation, the laser beam. I wonder if that
oh
could kill
yeah.
the Margwas and if that counts as a kill. Hang on, there might be a way to kill those guys. Maybe there might be a way to kill the parasites too if that trap doesn't count as a kill. Because it's a trap, right?
It's a
Hang on.
trap, so
Wait a minute. I might have to
wait a
revisit
minute.
that. I might have to revisit that and see. Maybe.
That's funny. Well, like I'm looking at the zombie challenges right now, right?
Hmm.
And like there's a good amount of like things that we could go back and just like try and fuck
Sure.
around with. Like I think for the and they're starting community events, which
Hmm.
when they tweeted about it, and you know I don't really keep up with what they do outside of it, but I thought
Hmm.
the community events was like a cool like okay that's a cool thing that you know can
Yeah.
that people can do and stuff. And I think I have an idea for videos, right? Future challenge videos.
Sure.
If there's a speed run, let's say Keanu Toten, Black Ops 1, round 30 speed run, right?
Right.
My goal would have to be, right, for me to beat the challenge, I have to be on the leaderboard. So
Right.
I have to be in 10th place, right? So that'd be
Yeah.
31 minutes, 47 seconds.
Ooh.
That is what I'm gonna start maybe doing with some of these fun challenges that I'm just doing like as I
Sure.
please.
Sure.
And yeah, just because like I don't know. I think there's way more ways to enjoy zombies than I maybe originally thought. And like after like
See, that's the thing. There
just
is
taking time.
there are a lot of ways to enjoy zombies still, but you know, I think where I'm kind of I don't even know the correct word to describe it, but maybe I'm a little
Like fatigued.
not fatigued, but like you know, how much can people do the exact same thing over and over and over again? Right?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of me right now where I go, yeah, I could make a video personally about like a challenge or something, but then it's like, well, I've already done that challenge, or like, oh, you know, other people have already done that challenge, and it's
You'd
like,
rather do something else, just in
I'd,
general.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'd rather personally like make something that tells a story or like gets people encouraged or something
Hmm.
and something entertaining, something that's knowledgeable, something that people will watch and go, "Wow, I learned something." That's why I like making tutorial videos.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Like on again, no, I like that, and that's evergreen content. So
yeah.
it will always be
And
looped up
I'm
and
not
whatever,
knocking
right?
the challenges or whatever either too, because people who like the challenge and people who want to sit and do the challenges, yeah, the challenges are fun to be had. And yep, get on the fucking leaderboard. That's a cool video, you know. I'm a top 10 zombies player or whatever. That could be the title, right? And people will go,
Yeah.
"Oh, whoa," you know. So, yeah, there's it's just
That's
different
I
strokes for
find
different folks, I
I
guess,
find
but
I find like in terms of gaming and stuff in general, I like doing it and making content about it.
yeah.
Like I'm past the point of like just playing games. Like okay, that was fun. I want to record it and make it into content. So
Right.
having both my channels helps with that a little because I can do my reviews on one channel and stuff, and I can do
Mhm.
my zombie stuff on the other. Where
Right.
the zombies is a lot more chilled out. It's not like proper editing and stuff.
No, I
And
get what you mean.
like yeah, and it's the videos are fairly easy just to make as well. And yeah, like you know, I mean, I can just that can be like not my guilty pleasure, but that can be like my this is what I'm gonna upload. I'll see how it does. Oh well.
Right. No,
And
I get what you mean.
yeah, and like the thumbnails and stuff, I'm trying to keep them very just like basic because
Mhm.
I feel like I have an issue sometimes where I over clutter the screen with stuff.
Same.
So literally like the thumbnails are just a still frame from the video, a nice shot. I get rid of the HUD, and then
Yeah.
I put the saturation up, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because as you do,
As you
gotta put
do.
that saturation
You
up. So
cannot be a YouTuber
if
without
you don't,
heightened saturation in your
I think
thumbnails.
it's so true though. Like if you don't have saturation in your thumbnails, they just look boring. You should put it up to like 200%.
Dude, fucking
So
10,000%
so it's like
saturation. Go
all
blind
pixelated and
watching
stuff.
the fucking thumbnail.
Nah, I like the thumbnail stuff I have now. I have a video ready for tomorrow, so I've something else I've been doing. I've consistently been posting for the past few days.
Hell
I think I
yeah.
can probably keep it up. I have a way of editing faster than I could before now, along with my PC and stuff, so I can just like
Nice.
fire them out. So my next video is titled, and funnily enough, I did this before Voyage of Despair. I played the Forgotten COD Zombies campaign.
Ah.
So I played everyone's favorite campaign.
Black Ops 4.
No, Nightmare.
Yeah, no, I figured that's what it was.
Black Ops 4 Secret Zombies campaign that I
Yeah.
found.
Well, I mean, hey,
You know,
the
all these Easter eggs
Specialist
coming out.
HQ.
Has the zombies portion, yes.
I don't know why my
actually,
face cam is blurry. Stop being blurry.
something Larry.
Get me in focus.
That's actually a great video idea. I was gonna make a video of me. Why are you so blurry?
I don't know, dude. I'm phasing out of existence.
Jason, you're in 2012.
Dude, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, what is it? I'm being Thanos snapped. I'm fading away.
You don't know something? That microphone I had on that first video that we recorded was from 2012.
Let's go.
Let's go. And it's still being used to this day, not by me, but by my sister. So
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It has character. the like fuzziness to it has charm.
Dude, I'm fucking now all we need is the Bandicam watermark at the top here. Or some
Yes.
shit. Then I can be a real fucking 2010 YouTuber. Fucking get me in focus.
I was gonna I had an idea for a video on Black Ops 4, but it was just so like yeah, I didn't. So you know how Black Ops 4 has the tutorial mode?
Right.
It was just me playing that. Right? Like that was it. And I was like, I could maybe this could be like a funny little video. And like just it wasn't. Like because since it's a tutorial and stuff, I just couldn't make it like
no, I get what you mean. You know what I did back when Black Ops 4 first came out? I went in and played the tutorial, right, for a live stream. And because it was so short, I was like, well, I can't just end the live stream now. And so what I did was, because the tutorial showed me how to play Call of Duty Zombies and what perks to use and what guns I need to use, I went ahead, I went on Voyage of Despair where the tutorial takes place and used everything from the tutorial they told me to use to try to go for a high round.
How did it work out?
I remember it working out fairly okay. I didn't get to like an extremely high round or anything, but it was like a fun little kind of tutorial mode challenge kind of a thing where use the exact same perks, use the exact same weapons, and I don't know, it was kind of interesting. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, going back to Voyage and like giving it a chance and like just playing it, it's definitely like it's aged a bit better for me, but the spawns are still awful on the map.
Look, at the end of the day, it's not going to be Duron Fong, okay?
No. At the end of the day, it's not going to be Duron Fong, right? But like, and again, despite the issues, despite how like close quarters it is, even though it's designed that way, right? Despite like the wide zombie spread and the spawns, which are awful for the map. Like
Yeah, they
I was
are.
put in so many situations where I was like, I have to anywhere but here, I'm dead. Like there's no way around it.
True. True.
I think the map is actually all right. Like it's not great. It's
controversial zombies opinion. Cosmic's gonna get canceled on Twitter.
Change his opinion after 40 years.
Oh my god.
He likes a game that was broken at the start now. Oh my god.
Oh my god. You cannot have an opinion.
That's something I find funny for now, right? Like people shitting people for liking Black Ops 4 now, but then people also don't acknowledge the fact that like Black Ops 4 had a lot of issues. Despite me not having any of them. I didn't crash once, but despite that,
Same.
people can
I think I
change their
crashed
mind.
like once. I think I crashed like once or twice, but then like
I think I crashed once, but I think it was the PC's fault. I don't think it was the game's fault.
bro, I mean, at the end of the day, nothing will crash as much as fucking Vanguard did.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
100%. That was just that was awful.
It's fucking horrible.
You want to know something, right? Like going back to Black Ops 4, right? With the RTX 4090 that I have in my hand, I love. I play it at 4K. I have the render resolution up to 200.
Oh my god.
And I get like 100 frames on it, but it looks so crisp.
God damn.
But then like my
This
PC
guy.
is like dying, so I don't.
Yeah,
I try
your
not to do that.
PC's.
Yeah,
Fucking...
but I can't. For some reason, I can't. I don't know what it is. I got display cables, and stuff. But on my 144 hertz monitor, I can't get 144 hertz. It's stuck at 60. I don't know what it is. On my 75 hertz monitor, it works.
That's weird.
So my only thing is that you know how like PCs have like that old cable that you get a high refresh rate with, like the
yeah, I forgot what it was called, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so the graphics card, the 4090 doesn't have that. It just has a HDMI and then 4 display ports, which is fine, right? So I got my HDMI to the TV, which is 60 hertz anyway. It's 4K. I don't care about that. I have I have a display port for my monitor, which gets what it needs. And then my monitor here, the only thing I can think of is that the HDMI port in this monitor that's 144 hertz isn't actually supporting 144 hertz.
Maybe
and it's
not.
only that one cable. Because that's the only sense I can make out of it.
That might be the possibility there. I'm not sure what to tell you there.
So
I guess I mean the logic checks out. I would say maybe certain cables.
I'm just gonna have to buy a $700 4K monitor to find out.
Oh, of course.
I'm sorry. Actually, I don't know where all the house savings went. I don't know where. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you don't get to pay your mortgage. You just You just fucking buy
So
a bunch of monitors.
sorry, Ashley. We have to sell the cat. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Bye, Jeff.
not yet.
No, I can't now. The profile picture's changed. I can't.
Yeah, right.
So the merch has already been made. I can't change it.
Oh, the merch leak.
The merch leak. Yeah, well, I was making it for the new channel, and I've had like issues setting up the shop with it. I can probably do it now, but no, I have. It's just the one thing I have for anyone that would want to get it, but they probably wouldn't because you know how hard it is to sell merch.
And man, here's the thing: it's hard to sell merch when like you don't have 10 million fucking subscribers,
Well,
right?
even like when you're looking at like whatever YouTube like recommends for like the what's it? If I go to earn and if I go to memberships, right?
Mm-hmm.
It should say here somewhere. It says like the percentage of like what you should do for memberships. It's something like if you don't have like at least 100,000 subscribers, memberships just won't do that well. And I've seen
Yeah,
people,
no, I mean
I've
that
seen
makes
people with a few
sense.
100,000 and they have like 10 members, and that's good for what it is, right? But
Sure.
I don't know, for someone who had like a few 100,000 subscribers, you'd imagine
I
they
mean
would maybe have a.
that's just
Yeah,
kind of how. I mean, that's just at the end of the day, the more
that's how it is, though. Because
subscribers,
when
the
I
more
think about it,
followers you
it's
have, you know, the more likely
like
you're gonna have more people subscribe or
because
become members or
how many people are you membered to?
on YouTube.
Yeah,
0.
same here, right? And that's the exact logic I think anyone else would have.
Yeah.
So yeah, fair enough. If I'm not offering anything of
Like
substance,
here's the thing:
then
I'm
like
subscribed to some people on Twitch, but
yeah,
I don't have memberships on YouTube just because I don't know, I just never got around to it.
no. Hey, well, YouTube's becoming the new multi-platform. Oh, by the way, did you hear the new terms and service they have? Which
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Did we swear in the first
no, not
15
that,
seconds?
not that.
Oh my God!
This makes it look like child's play. So supposedly, let's say you release a video and it gets demonetized, right? In certain cases, they can claim back the money. So let's say you make let's say you make $20 from a video, right? And that $20 is in your is either the AdSense or the bank account. I'm a man to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm saying AdSense, right? Even though that's still bad in itself, right? If your video gets demonetized for every reason, and there's certain like reasons that like certain if it goes under certain guidelines and stuff, they can claim that money back from you. So I don't know if it's to the extent of AdSense or your bank account, but they can say no,
Okay.
you have to give this back.
Okay.
It's the most like fucked rule I've ever heard of. Like
So
out of all YouTube, everything that they've done is to now the fact that they can actually take stuff back from you.
I didn't hear about that. That's really fucked, actually.
I seen it yesterday. Someone talking about it. Let me have a look. YouTube can take back money.
I mean, here's the thing: if anyone was ever questioning that there was any kind of agenda going on with big tech, here it is. And the people out there who think it's all a conspiracy, and people out there who think it's all fucking crazy talk, look at this now. I mean, dude, that's just stupid. That's just fucking stupid.
I think it's in like the term, the new update, the new thing somewhere. It's at least this is what I heard, right? And I looked into it. I found a few things like that would suggest, yeah, that they can do that now. And so essentially,
Because
play Minecraft.
I don't think it would be, because the money doesn't go to the AdSense for creators, right? It goes, or depending on what you choose, right? Can you make it go to the AdSense first? Because here's the thing, right? I'm sure a lot of people have it as direct deposit.
Well, for the AdSense, the way it works is the money goes to the money saves up even. And you can find that in your AdSense account, how much money you have.
Right.
And it's a $60 threshold.
Right.
So you have to get over $60 even. So yeah, no, you're right. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it sits there until the pay period happens, and then it goes to your bank. But what I'm saying is, okay, question about that. Does this apply to videos that were already posted, or is it like videos after they changed the terms and service?
Well, I don't know.
There are, I
And
mean, I'm not even just talking about myself personally, but fucking thousands of other creators out there who have made thousands and thousands and maybe millions of dollars off of one video.
when you have that logic, right? I would imagine no, it wouldn't
Yeah,
be
that
after,
would be
right?
fucking impossible.
But since it's YouTube, nah, no, I don't think they could do that. Since it's
There would
already
be
been
no
put out and
way.
stuff, legally, I don't think they can do that.
Yeah, there would be no
I
way.
think once they change the terms and stuff, though, like, and yeah, if you're monetized, you have to play by their rules because they're technically in a way our boss. You know what I mean? Even though like we're
Not
like,
really. I mean, we're
not like our boss, but like in the end of the day, they're the ones that actually control the money that we get from it.
at the end of
Is
the
what I
day,
mean.
we get payments from YouTube. But for those who don't know, YouTube basically they treat you like an independent contractor.
Yeah,
Like you don't work for YouTube. You are an independent part. Like you are your own self business basically on YouTube. It's not like
yeah.
YouTube is your boss.
No,
They
okay.
contract you, and the way they tax you like a self-employed person. At the end of the
Okay,
day, for
so yeah,
those out there who didn't know.
yeah, poorly worded even. What I was kind of meaning like goes towards that, like, since they set the rules and stuff, obviously we have to follow it. And I mean, it's not like there's another platform where we can make videos. I mean,
Rumble.
TikTok, Rumble, yep, Rumble. What was that? Storyfire.
I mean, it's okay. We're not talking about Storyfire. But
Storyfire.
Rumble though, I feel like
What is Rumble?
has no okay. Rumble is like the alternate YouTube. Okay, Rumble is like where a lot of people go if they don't want to fuck around with YouTube, like straight up.
Okay, I'm looking here, right? So I'm on Rumble. Called Zombies.
I don't think there's gonna be a lot of COD zombie stuff on Rumble. A lot of stuff on Rumble is like mainly a lot of political stuff. A lot of people who are kind of fed up with the shit on YouTube. So
Lex is on here. Is this even actually
oh,
Lex?
that's right. That's right. Lex is on Rumble now because he said the other day on Twitter after his YouTube account got hacked and whatever, right? And they tried to remove his videos. Lex made a Rumble so he could archive all of his videos just in case his YouTube channel gets hacked again. So that's right. I forgot about that. Lex is on Rumble.
One of his videos has 2 likes. Fair enough.
Let's go. I mean, look, the COD Zombies market on Rumble isn't going to be anything big. Maybe we need to start the COD Zombies market on Rumble.
Well, actually, hold up a second. Best COD Zombies tier list has 36 likes. This is from Sir Free II.
Yeah. Shout out to
listen,
him.
Listen, I'm going to send you a link.
Okay, I'm gonna get sent a link. I'm gonna go check this video out after the podcast. But
After the podcast, we can watch it together.
Okay.
You'll see the thumbnail stuff. I don't even think they don't have thumbnails in this.
Look, at the end of the day, YouTube, Twitch, all these other platforms, they keep fucking around with people. And this again is just another example of how corporations are overstepping and overreaching, I think, on
You're
people.
right.
And again, they set the rules, right? You have to adhere to what they do, to use their service, to use their platform, to use their shit. A lot of corporations supersede the governments of the world now. That's why governments are bought out around the world too. That's why you have companies like BlackRock that fucking control everything behind the scenes. And by the way, for those of you out there, just so you all know, I did not kill myself. And so it's really unfortunate truth. It's really unfortunate truth out there that we have these corporations that will overstep, and these little tiny increments like, Jason, they're just changing the terms of service. You don't need to worry about it that much. No, I do, because every little thing is that much closer to like this unified globalist kind of shit that everything is everything just kind of living online, kind of Ready Player One-esque, Matrix-esque kind of a thing. And we all need to do something. We need to do something about it. I don't know what we need to do yet, but we need to start doing something. Well, we need to I don't know. We need to do something. People need to just wake the fuck up.
I think we all just need to move to Rumble.
We never Rumble.
I'm analyzing it right now. So you get 1080p. It doesn't like you could do 60 FPS, at least on the videos, at least.
Okay.
I mean, the actual layout itself. I mean, it's just an alternative to YouTube. It's like Instagram compared to Facebook. You know what I mean? Like it's not awful. If I go trending, what's on trending?
What's trending on Rumble today?
I think I'll use Rumble. Just, just, I don't even know. I don't even. I look at it and there's so much going on. It's like I can't. My brain can't process it. It's so used to. So
So
used
used
to
to the YouTube
YouTube
thing,
and
yeah, the UI there.
the UI. I can't. It's like a different language here. I can't. I
Oh
can't
boy.
read it.
Yeah, like Modern Warfare 2's UI is a different fucking language. Just can't even read that.
I forgot about that. Did they? I remember there was rumors about them fixing it.
No,
I think something
no,
else as well
no,
is
no, no. Here's the
no.
misconception about that. The misconception about the whole
Is that
UI
there's
change.
other issues.
No, the whole thing was that article that people were referencing was from before Modern Warfare 2 came out, and it was an insider leak saying that the UI is going to change for Modern Warfare 2 before the game came out. So that was a leak telling the truth about what was happening in Modern Warfare 2, and people were referencing back to that going, look, guys, it's going to change. And I was like, no, that's not it.
No, it's not. Well, here, okay. I'm not last up about gaming and stuff in general, and like live service games and stuff before we end off. Is that I think companies aren't doing themselves any favors.
Nope.
When they have a menu UI that lacks zero personality.
That too.
Like, yeah, because it's like you go back to like World at War, right? And you hear like the music and you see like the aesthetic of it and stuff. Fairly simple, right? Not a lot going on, but it still gets your blood pumping and stuff, right? You know what I mean?
You're still
And
excited
you get,
to play the game.
Yeah, you get yeah, and then you get a few of them, right? Then you get Black Ops 2, right? The Black Ops 2 like menu.
Oh yeah.
For
Classic.
Multiplayer and of course zombies.
Classic.
The coolest zombie menu ever
Classic.
made.
Yeah.
Right? And
That's for sure.
Yeah, like just sick, right? I think they haven't really peaked since then, to be honest.
Menus.
On menus, yeah, actually, right? You know, for like incorporating your menu into your game's theme, the Broken Earth for zombies is by far the coolest. Like,
I mean, it was so cool, in fact, that's what we started out as our backdrop for the podcast.
Exactly.
You know,
that's how cool it was. you know, something's cool when you use it as the background for the Division Z podcast,
right?
Yeah. And then, like, don't get me wrong, just clear. Obviously, like Black Ops 3 design's cleaner and stuff, which I appreciate, and I like how. I remember when it was such a big thing that, like, oh yeah, when you play Black Ops 3, the game won't like not like tab out, but you know how it takes a second to load in. Like anything prior Black Ops 3, you can go smoothly from zombies to multiplayer to campaign, right? And I remember that was like a groundbreaking feature,
right?
Because, and I mean, yeah, I think the only HUD that gives Modern Warfare 2 a run for its money is the World War 2 HUD,
right?
Like, menu,
yeah, that was just
awful. But then headquarters made up for it. Well, I mean, the cool headquarters made up for it.
A little bit.
Anyway, that's our discussion about HUDs.
That's our discussion about HUDs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode of the podcast. Yeah, so we talked about some interesting stuff today. Modern Warfare 2 was going down the toilet. And then, we talked about games and we talked about, Cosmic not paying his mortgage because he's going to go buy some more monitors.
I have to.
So, yeah, man, any other closing thoughts before we end off today's episode?
Just go see Puss in Boots.
Okay.
Play Voyage of Despair. That's it.
Go see the new Puss in Boots movie. Go play Voyage of Despair. Do the Easter egg. My final thoughts are follow the money.
Follow the money.
Follow the money.
We have a job to do.
We have a
job to do.
Follow the money. Your future grandchildren you want them to live in a safe world? You want them to live in a society that's not going to fuck them over? Follow the money and do something about it.
Before we end off, properly, YouTube headquarters, like CEOs and stuff. Do you think like they're like sleeper agent words as YouTubers are, then you'll get demonetized? And that's like when it like changes, you start posting like Minecraft and like you block out swearing and stuff.
Bruh.
That's a proud moment.
We're just I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Let's just go to Rumble.
Let's just go to Rumble. Yeah, we'll see you guys on the next episode of the Division Z podcast on Rumble.
Exclusively on Rumble.
Yeah. The next episode's exclusively on Rumble.
We'll see the two of you there.
Yeah, well, See you guys next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in this crazy world. Make sure you guys check out the links down below in the description so you stay up to date with everything that we do. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode of the Vision C Podcast very soon. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.